On Sundays, I like to get myself ready for the week ahead by doing a batch of baking. If you often rely on muesli bars, they can be quite expensive for only a tiny little thing, whereas you can make yourself a batch of muffins or homemade muesli bars and they are much, much cheaper. Now, normally if you buy muffins and muesli bars and cakes, they can be quite high in sugar, low in fibre and have a lot of saturated fat. But today we're going to make these beautiful banana and coconut muffins, which are high in fibre, have got less sugar in them, and they taste absolutely delicious. Plus the bonus is they freeze really well, so you can just pop one out and put it in the lunchbox ready to go. So a little look at the ingredients first of all. There's a lot of oats in these muffins. So normally a muffin or a cake has got a lot of white flour in it, but I've actually changed the ratio here to put oats in it because it boosts the fibre, making it much more filling, better for you and better for the kids too. The other thing is we've reduced the fat down by using a combination of yogurt and bananas. So when you sweeten a cake or a muffin with bananas, it also helps you use less fat. You can also use things like pureed apple, pureed pumpkin. They also can help work really well in your baking. The other thing, chia seeds. Now, if you're not familiar with chia seeds, it's worth giving them a go because 1 tablespoon of chia seeds has got the same amount of fibre as 1.5 cups of vegetables. And they kind of can be chucked into anything. You put them into pancakes and any kind of baking that you do, as well as smoothies to boost the fibre and make it better for you. So let's give these ones a go. Today I'm making them in a food processor because it makes it quicker, but you can equally well make this recipe by just doing it by hand. So the first thing that's going in there is some bananas. Now you'll notice that these bananas are pretty brown and pretty past it, but that's perfect for baking because it means you don't have to throw them away. Also, if you had frozen bananas, because I'm using the food processor here, you can just chuck frozen bananas in here and it works equally well. So I'm going to pop 3 little bananas or 2 large bananas in there, just like that. They smell very ripe, but you don't want to waste them because that is a waste of money. So next in goes just a couple of eggs. So just crack those straight in there. And now a little bit of oil. So the oil means that you don't have to use butter, which reduces the amount of saturated fat in there and also keeps them really nice and moist. So I'm just going to whisk that all together. So next now I'm just going to chuck in the rest of the ingredients. So I've got a little bit of unsweetened yogurt with honey. Now I've used honey in here because honey is actually sweeter per teaspoon than brown sugar. But you can equally well use brown sugar if you liked, but a little bit goes a long way with honey, which is really good. Then I'm just going to chuck in my oats. I've got a little bit of flour and baking powder in there. Some coconut to give a little bit of texture and extra flavour. And again, the fabulous chia seeds to boost the fibre up. Let's drop that in there. And that's it, done. So your whole batch of baking done in literally a couple of minutes. Again, you can use a fork with the bananas if you wanted and just make it in a bowl. But for quickness, this is a really good way of doing it. Now, you can pop this either into a loaf tin and put some raspberries or blueberries in there as well. And what we've done here, which was actually my 2-year-old that made these, because it's a really good idea to get kids in the kitchen, get them involved by just kind of either whisking the eggs or mashing the bananas. He put the blueberries on top of those ones, but a really nice idea, and you can just kind of pop them in a little muffin tray there. So I'm just gonna put this mixture in there, and all you do is pop it into the tray like that, and then you just basically whack it in the oven and it'll be good to go. Perfect for lunches for the week. Now, if you do make it into a loaf, the best thing is after you've cooled it is to slice it and then put a little piece of baking paper in between each slice so you can just easily take off 1 slice at a time. Or, like I said, you can also make the muffins because that makes it quick and easy to take 1 out at a time. So I hope that helps you get ready for a healthy week ahead, and I look forward to hearing how you get on with your healthy baking.